How y'all doing? Happy Sunday. Okay, I'm mad right now. See this? I got some candy cane in my mouth. I'm sorry if it's clicking and clacking around in the mic. Y'all, they ate my Captain Crunch. I had some Captain Crunch in there that I bought. And yes, we all eat everything in the house together. But hi, whoever just jumped on. Say hi, whoever you are, so I know you're here. But y'all, I bought some, because I can't really keep talking about this in my mouth. So I bought some Captain Crunch berries, right? That I buy like once a year, maybe twice a year. And I went in there, hey Tanya. I went in there, I was like, I'm hungry. I haven't live streamed yet because I was like, I'm hungry. I need to eat something before I live stream real quick. So finally, I was like, I'm just gonna finish that last of that box of Captain Crunch berries that I had bought to eat some junk cereal. Hey James. I went in there. Now, mind you, it was the end of the box, like the last of it. And I don't buy junk cereal. We buy Cheerios and Frosted Mini Wheats. So I was like, I'm going to get some Crunch Berries. Hi, AYPM. I'm not sure who that is. Tell me if you have another name you want to go by. But hi. Thank you, James. This is my Ruby Woo. He says, love the lips. So I go in there to get some cereal. Why is there fruity? No, why is there? Because we don't buy Fruity Pebbles. Except unless I want junk cereal too. A Fanny. Oh, hey. Okay. That's who AYPM is. Why do I go in there and there is Cheerios, there's a box of Life cereal, there's grits, there's oatmeal. Y'all trying to get me out of this bad mood right here. Thank you, Tanya said you are glowing. Thank you, Tanya. I'm still irritated about my cereal, y'all. It was even some Frosted Mini Wheats in there, a massive box, but my Captain Crunch, gone. Gone. And don't nobody want to take responsibility. I didn't need it. And then Eric is like, you can't be mad because people ate the cereal. And I'm like, hey, my girls, I'm glad you made it. I told you I was getting on soon. Y'all, you know when you have your mouth set for something, you just really ready to taste something. And especially if it's junk and you don't usually eat it anyway. I'm so irritated right now. So I started eating this to make myself feel better, and it's helping. Hi, Pamela Holmes. Welcome. My girl Jess, you finally made it. Jane said, go on event, girl. Hey, listen. I'm so irritated. Oh. Thank you. My girl, you love the hair. It's really just a puff up on the top of my head. But the red, I'm loving my red today. So some of you follow me on Instagram and you saw that I posted a picture on Friday. I went to a Christmas party and I had on a silver kind of fuzzy cute sweater and I decided to wear like silvery gray eyeshadow. I have on gray right now, but you can't see it as much. I did like this, I experimented with this smoky eye thing because I really don't know how to do that. And I wore these earrings and I wore my Ruby Woo on my lip, but it was a lot dark. It was like much bolder because this is faded. Ruby Woo kind of stains. I feel like this. I had a second application like hours ago, maybe noon. And this is left from that. No, that's not true. I put some more on at like 2. And this is left from that. But y'all, I put on the, on Friday, I put on, what liner did I use? Chestnut liner from MAC. Ruby Woo, by the way, is a color by MAC. It's a bright red. So I used the chestnut liner on Friday, which is a brown. And it looked really great. But I can't find it. When I got home, after switching back from my party purse, I think it fell out. And I'm so frustrated. But I have Vino, so I used Vino today to kind of blend it out so it wasn't as stuck. But I love that bright red, y'all. Let me see your comments. My girl says, Tanya, you are wearing that red. It looks good. Thank you. James says you need to go to Sam's and get the huge box. I do, but you know what? I'm not going to buy more because I don't really eat junk like cereals like that. So I don't really want it in the house. So I'm trying to control everybody else's eating of junk cereal is the thing. And then I'm like, if I buy it, I don't really want y'all eating this, but I'm going to eat it. But you can have some too. But It's just a moment of selfishness, but I'm just annoyed because when you want to eat something, you want it there, right? And anyway, so this is helping me feel better. This candy cane. This candy cane. I didn't want to eat dinner. Eric made this incredible pork roast. It was so good. But I've already had it for lunch today. And I honestly was probably going to go get some more later today. But I was just like, I think I want something just junky. My girl says, how are Josh, Kalani, and Eric? They are good. I will take you to see them. I told Eric I would let them know when I came out. So let me tell him. Even though I was just fussing at him. So he might be a little, trying to be a little smart in the mouth. Because we just been fussing. I was like, don't tell me I can't be mad about the cereal. And he was like, you need to chill. And I was like, don't tell me I need to chill. And he was like, you need to chill. So, let's see them. I'm coming out. Okay.
Trying to decide what I'm going to watch next.
Hey, Eric.
Hey, y'all.
Back up. There he is.
I'm just chillaxing on my easy chair.
Hey, family.
Sunday pastimes.
Tanya says, hey, family.
Hey.
Josh. He's in another world. Sorry about that crunch, y'all. He's playing video games. She's washing dishes. That's right. Train him up. James says, hey, peeps.
Hey, what's up?
So, he's watching TV. Oh. We're going to light our Hanukkah menorah when I'm off the video. It's called the Chanukiah.
And our Advent wreath.
And our Advent wreath. Oh, yeah, because it's Sunday.
Because we're all eclectic that way.
We're all eclectic that way. We do that kind of thing in Israel.
What's the word?
Syncretistic?
No.
Ecumenical.
Ecumenical, that's the word I'm looking for.
I know.
Syncretistic.
I was being silly. So, anyway, he's watching. What is this?
I'm not watching this. I'm looking
Oh,
for
I thought you were like,
no.
no, so there was some Christmas something going on. Okay.
Which we could watch.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, y'all. I dropped you. So my girl says, love the recliner, Eric.
Thank you. This
Hi,
is
Brenda.
a Goodwill special.
This recliner cost us $25. I would like to say that I found it. Eric doesn't like going to Goodwill. And I was like, let's just stop. Let's just stop and see.
I go there.
And I was like, look, they got a recliner. You know, a good old beat up, wore out, somebody's granddaddy had this recliner. That's a good recliner. So that's our recliner, y'all. It is.
A little bit to the right.
Hey, Tennille. How are you? Oh, let me get this guy right here. Somebody told me this kid looks 16 today. And I had somebody else say that. And I was like, no, he don't. He just turned 14. Look, he just barely has a little mustache going on here. Do y'all think he looks 16?
Maybe.
He's my height. Well, he's like an inch taller than me now, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not ready for that. We're not going to talk about being 16 yet. But that's my guy. And he does actually have quite the mustache situation going on. You're looking at me. Do you see it? He could pass for 16. Really, James? Ladies, what do y'all think?
Some 16s look younger.
I just don't think he looks 16. He just turned 14. I think he might look like an older 14, but he's like 5'6". He'll always be your baby. Yes. He looks his age. That's what I thought. Thank you, my girl. You're going to need to chase the girls away. I already know. What's great is that he just doesn't have any interest. Do you? Do you? Do you? Do you?
What?
Somebody said, I'm going to need to chase the girls away. And I said, what's great is that he just doesn't have any interest. But I said, do you? Do you?
No.
Do you? He's still firmly in the girls are not cool, girls are not interesting camp.
I never said girls are not cool. I just said girls aren't interesting to me right now.
I'm sorry. Girls aren't interesting. Am I embarrassing you?
Yes.
Okay. You want me to stop?
What's on here?
You want me to stop?
That would be nice.
This is a funny movie.
I'll leave him alone now. I love you, Bubby.
I do.
Okay. So he's not in the girls are interesting stage where he is in the my parents are embarrassing me stage. James, yet.
So, middle school.
It's definitely a middle schooler. I see that, James. Yet, ha 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 ha, right? I'm so annoyed about this, y'all. Look, let me show you this cabinet. It's even some all brand in here. All brand.
That's for my bread. Don't eat that.
I'm not gonna eat it because I want Captain Crunch.
Well, get some.
Look at this. Look at this massive box. Kalani Tanya says, "Hey, Kalani." She's got her music on. That's what she thinks she has to do when she watches this, is listen to music. Look at this.
It makes me work faster. It does.
She thinks it makes her work faster.
Because I don't concentrate on all the distractions that are usually happening.
Okay. I like her shirt. I'd rather be reading, it says. I love
Which
that
is
shirt.
true, right?
I know. Look at this box of shredded wheat.
But no, Captain. Just that horrible, and
Grits. No, oatmeal. Grits. Cheerios. Life.
people need life. It's good for them. You know, because just
Even
life,
got some
life is
Ritz
good.
crackers in there and saltines and just, I'm gonna be all right. Eric did chop up a.
She's gonna die because she doesn't.
I'm not gonna try. You just know when you really have your. Oh, let me pull this out from here. When you really have your mouth set on something. You know what I'm talking about? She's got a cold. Too much. I don't know if she has a cold.
I just.
You know when you have your mouth set on something. Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm good.
You know when you have your mouth set on something and you want it? That's how I feel. Tanya says, breathe, Tanya. I need to. I've worked through it. I still have the rest of my candy cane to... What'd you say? I have to finish that candy cane. Then I'll be feeling better. Huh?
You know that ain't how we roll.
What you talking about?
Stuff we get
No,
into.
generally I know, but I bought that special and said something about it. See, she said when you have your mouth set on something, it's just what you want. That's the thing. And I do share. I shared them. I know, and I was just faithfully believing, because you know why? Because I had bought them and I had said something. Yeah.
You had like at least 2 bowls.
I didn't just want some though. Kalani's trying to show me this to cheer me up.
How can that
Hi.
not cheer you up?
Y'all see my red dress?
How can
Y'all
it
see my
not
red
cheer
sweater
you up?
dress in the mirror?
Molly, how can it not cheer you up?
It did cheer me up. It was cute. Kalani got me this for my birthday. It's a pizza cat.
It
Y'all are gonna
works.
see that
It
on the
always
video.
works.
Hi Lisa. Hi Cooling Winds. Tiffany and Lisa, right? Dang, no. I didn't mean stop in Hebrew. She was trying to nibble on it. Did you get glitter in your mouth? You put it on the glitter portion. That was Kalani's card. And this was Josh's card to me. I'm so good. I'm proud of myself with the name remembering. I love the Unicat. This made me really happy. So this is cheering me up. My children are good to me. My daughter's good. She's trying to help me feel better. Eric is busy just reminding me that I just can't be expecting to have something just for myself. Which, of course, I know is true. I just feel how I feel right now, which is very self-serving. So that's the truth. That's where I'm at. Probably my blood sugar was a little low and blah, blah, blah. No substitutes. That's right, my girl. That's right. Thank you for liking my sweater dress, Lisa. I got this in Israel. I don't remember where. Maybe Castro. I think there's a store called Castro. I might have gotten it at there. Or it might have been H&M. But I can't remember. But I was just in one season. I was like, I need sweaters. It's cold here. And this really worked with, for me for work as well. So I love it. I really enjoy it. And I got some leggings from Walgreens. And y'all, they said that they were small to medium. I was like, might have to move these on to Kalani, because he said things came up to mid-calf in order for me to actually be able to pull them up. And they still weren't wanting to stay up. But I guess that's what happens when you get Walgreens leggings. I thought they were tights, actually. But they were cute. They're gray. Gray leggings. Can I show y'all the... gray leggings. And they're cute. They're comfy. Don't worry, I didn't show you anything unseemly. And I like them. They're warm, but I was kind of like, I didn't think I gained that much weight. I did gain weight, but I didn't think I gained that much. But these things ain't fitting right. But it's really cute. They're like, it's like a red, this bright red, which I really only wear this time of year. I might grab it every now and then, but I feel like it's more suited for this time of year. These earrings with it, and some gray leggings and black boots. So thank you for your support and encouragement, guys. I'm going to relax. I'm going to get over this. Let's see what else has been said. I should put my glasses on, huh? Hello, everyone. Oh, that was Tiffany. Dorothea, you're entitled to your feelings. Hi, Dorothea, and thank you. My husband is helpful. He's healthy. He wants to keep me on track, which is good. I'm emotionally, I need to be, not self-centered, but you got to have your moment for having your feelings, and I'm usually the one trying to shut down like all the extreme emotions. Don't respond that way. And he's like, I'm allowed to feel. So he got me tonight. How is teaching going? James asked. It's going really well. We had our last day of classes yesterday, and we will be done again until mid-January. And it's going well. I enjoy it. There are definitely ups and downs, but I love it. And I love working with adult learners, guys. I was just thinking Thursday, what's really nice working with adult learners is that you're dealing with people who want to be there, and you don't have a lot of whining and casting blame and I don't want to be bothered and, just different stuff. Kids who are in school have to be in school. I mean, they're obligated to do it. And so they don't always want to do it, and they're not always giving 100% because of that. But I was thinking on Wednesday, boy, I love this. And then that day I had a situation come up that evening that made me go, was I thinking that this morning? That is really funny. But by and large, that is the case. I work at a community college here in Austin. Who was that just asked that? Tiffany. I teach language arts and reading to adult learners who are working on their high school equivalency. And I teach at a local community college here. I applied there because I used to teach at a university in Oklahoma when I lived in Oklahoma. And so I knew I had college level experience. And that department, the adult education department, is the department that reached out to me, and I interviewed and I got hired. So now that's where I teach, and I really, really enjoy it. Yep. I like it. My students are great. And the hard thing is that we roll over every 8 weeks. So I'm not with the same students for an extended period of time. But some of them, I have again. And I have 2 different classes. So, hi, Samira. Yes, I have visited England twice. And I want to go back soon. I went to England first in 19. I was in college. I studied abroad for a summer. And it was 1993, I believe. It was really great. It was, here's a tip. This is how long ago it was. It was the year Jurassic Park came out. And I went to the movie theater. I was in Oxford. And I went to the movie theater in Oxford to see it. And I remember having a massive tub of popcorn and a big soda, a big Coke. And I was like chowing down. And that first scene happened where the guy comes out and they throw the goat in to the pen for I guess it's the T-Rex's pen. And then it like chomps on this guy and eats him. And I was like, guess this was a waste of money. I'm not going to eat this popcorn. So I have been to England and I really enjoyed it. It was a grueling, very difficult summer. And I didn't get to travel as much as I wanted to, but I did get to some. So I went to London for some stuff for class, but then I also went and did a little bit of sightseeing. And I went to Scotland and fell in love, and still plan on going back because I haven't gotten back yet. And then when we left Israel, flying back to the States, we stayed in London for 2 days and we toured around. And y'all, I have never edited that footage. And guess where it is? Still on my computer. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to edit it. We did all the tourist stuff in London. And I met another YouTuber who I know there. And it was great. She's awesome. I'm trying to think of her channel name. I can't remember. I'll be thinking on it. I can't remember who I wanted to see, who I wanted to meet up with was Fusion of Cultures. I also wanted to meet up with her because that's my boo, but I didn't get to connect with her. But I did see, oh, y'all might know her if I told you who she was. She's just really cool, really sweet. She started her natural hair journey and was documenting it from like day one on YouTube. My puff looks like a weave puff that's sideways on my head. Get back to the center. There. So let me see. There are other questions. Y'all are so active tonight. I like this. Yeah. James says, I love that I didn't learn to read completely until 8th grade. Hey, that's how it goes sometimes. And I think I saw somebody say, yeah, Lisa says, I'm glad that you persisted, James. That's right. Reading does not come easy to everyone, and there are techniques and styles. And, you know, depending on when you started school, there was a phase where they removed the whole concept of phonics from school. I don't know if you're that young, James, but there was definitely a generation that didn't get phonics in elementary. And I swear by phonics, I swear by it. But they did whole language learning, and a lot of people struggled with that system. But not everyone learns to read at the same pace. So, James, the fact that you learned is what's important. In my class, I don't teach the mechanics of reading so much as the kind of some of the ideas behind analysis and evaluation and things like that, like understanding what the main idea is and how to find supporting details, how to evaluate texts, how to summarize, how to paraphrase based on what you've read, that kind of stuff. I enjoy it. Sarah says, "Ah, that's amazing. What did you study in college?" I didn't study education. I studied anthropology for my bachelor's degree because I wanted to do archaeology, and the archaeology program was within the anthropology department at the University of Georgia. And then for my master's degree, I studied historical geography and archaeology of the Holy Lands, and that's what first took me to Israel because it was basically biblical archaeology and geography. So that is what I studied. And the doors just opened for me to go into education later in life. And it's been an amazing opportunity. I loved doing the archaeological studies, but it's not the kind of work I would want to do on a regular basis. And I found that while I was doing it, and that's okay. That's okay. I still think it's a fascinating field. I'll sit there and, read about it and watch documentaries about it forever. I just found that I didn't want to go further in that area of study. Most of my classmates and friends from graduate school now have their PhDs in different archaeological fields. And so I'm like, oh, this was my roommate. Oh, this was my friend who helped me pass historical geography. And they lead tours there and whatnot. But that wasn't the area that I wanted to go into. And I'm happy with that. I would love to still be there. Y'all know that. But not in that area. But Jerusalem is such a small town that you see people all the time. If they're there, they would text me or Facebook me and be like, I'm in Jerusalem. And the circles in Jerusalem are quite small because all the people I'm talking about are believers or Christians. So they would end up at church, or somebody else from church that I know would be like, hey, such and such is in town. So yeah, we connect up like that. I don't know how I got off on that, but let's see. James says, no, let's go further back here. There's more comments and questions about about England. There's one about Eric. Is Eric an educator too? I know he's currently working on his ordination, but was that what he did before? No, but he does work in a school. He works in the administration in the school, in the enrollment office. And in Jerusalem, he worked in the business office, which was similar to, so now he's in enrollment. But right before he switched to enrollment at the school where he is now, he was doing, he was helping with the financial office of the school. And in Jerusalem, he was working in the financial department as well as groundskeeping and maintenance. He oversaw those two areas, business and finance, and then also groundskeeping and maintenance. So he works in the schools, but he works in the administrative offices. And that's what he's doing now. He works in the administrative office of a school, like K through 12, but he doesn't teach. But he does get to work with students sometimes, and he really enjoys that. He likes teaching too. He just isn't one, but he does enjoy teaching. He would want to teach adults, but he does enjoy teaching. When I was pregnant with Joshua and went on maternity leave, it just so happened the way things worked out where I was working in Oklahoma that he was able to take my classes during my maternity leave, and he fell in love with it. He was like, this is fabulous. So he really enjoyed teaching it. He enjoyed the material too. I taught humanities, and it's a lot of Western civilization, historical information about Western Civ, and he loved it. Let's see. Lisa says, when I visited London, France, and Italy in the same tour, ooh, nice. I was amazed at the antiquity of cities and buildings there in comparison to the United States. Yes, we're babies. Our whole country is a baby in comparison to pretty much all of Europe and the UK. Lisa says, what is the newest hair product that you have tried? Let's see. The newest? I think the bentonite clay, and I've made a couple of videos about it. I'm really loving it lately. The last few times I've washed my hair, I just haven't been able to do it without using the clay. I just feel like I'm going to be missing out on something if I don't use that clay. And it's the Aztec bentonite clay. I love it. I love it. I need a wash really bad right now too, and I might have to get in there and bust it out. I haven't even been doing my pre-poo. I've been so into using that bentonite clay. I don't like it as a detangler, but I do like it as a conditioner, and even well, not really so much as a cleanser, because I have to go in there with shampoo to cleanse afterward because my scalp does not get clean from it. I rinse and rinse and rinse and get out of the shower, and there's clay caked on my scalp. So I do have to wash with shampoo afterward, but I love that bentonite clay. Thank you for asking that. James says, we didn't have that in school, and it was up to the parents of kids if kids passed or not. So even though I failed, I still got passed. You didn't have phonics in school? That's hard. Is that what you're referring to? And I do think that parents are the primary educators of their kids, and that they make the decisions about who educates them, whether they want to do it themselves, whether they want it to look a certain way. That's why I think people should have input into the educational system. But I'm sorry, when teachers aren't actually doing what they need to be doing, and so they're not teaching you, that's a problem. I'm sorry, James, that went down that way. You said phonics is so important. I also like leapfrog. Yes, my kids definitely had leapfrog. They have so much for kids now. Yep. My kids used leapfrog when they were little. I loved it. And there are a lot of great phonics programs online now that people can use to teach kids as well. We had a really good phonics program at the elementary school that I taught at in the States before going to Israel. I'm not super crazy about all of the curriculum that this program uses, but their phonics is fabulous. Let me see. Am I going too far up? Nope. Okay, here we go. Is Eric an educator? When I visited London, newest hair product. Lisa says, I learned to read through phonics, soared with it. That is when phonics was young. And you are right. At one point they stopped. Worst mistake ever. It was horrible. It was a bad deal. I have friends who, they can read whole words, but knowing the principles and the rules, that's a make or break kind of situation. And there's a window where you can really get it as a child. You can still learn the ideas as an adult, but it's definitely easier to learn it when you're young. I could probably use your class, Tiffany. The college level, the one I'm doing now, you mean the I'm reading one? Lisa said, no, not Lisa. My girl says, yes, Lisa. I'm not saying your screen name, but your real name. They should have never stopped teaching reading that way. It worked. It worked then, and it will work now. Yep. They're doing it again now. They brought it back. Tiffany says, do you have any thoughts on this administration acknowledging Jerusalem as the capital of Israel? Yes, I have thoughts. Yep, I have thoughts. But that's going to take this live stream and kick it over. Kick it over. Time-wise. What does it do for the hair? The bentonite clay? The bentonite clay is a conditioner, so it conditions really well and actually helps hair retain the moisture. And it is good at cleaning. Well, I put apple cider vinegar in it when I use it, so that's good at cleaning off all the product and stuff off of the hair. And the clays have a good way of strengthening and deep conditioning and penetrating the hair. Razul clay is one that I'd like to try as well because of that Fusion of Cultures. If you watch her, she's in England. Ooh, she uses residual clay, and that stuff is like wonder on her hair. She's got amazing hair. James says, where is Eric wanting to pastor at? I'm sorry, guys. I should put my glasses on because I keep going like this. They're right here. Okay. There. I can see. Where does James want to pastor at? Your family would be such a good example for a church of a Christian family. Thank you, James. I don't know. We don't really have a set location. We want to go back to Israel, honestly. That's where we would love to end up. But God knows. I should say, and God knows. Because hopefully we will end up back there. But we definitely don't have a specific place in the States that we're like, we want to go there. That's where we're called to minister. Where our hearts are back there, wherever it is from here. So yeah, we're not sure. Right now he's going through the process and looks like he'll be going into, so in the Anglican church, they have several stages of ordination. One is to be ordained as a deacon. The next, or another, I should say, is to be ordained as a priest. And the deacons are, if you remember in the Bible, there were people who were helpers, who were helping the early church leaders, and they were given them, like they kind of relieved them so that they could lead. Hey Kiki. They relieved them so that they could do the teaching. And so these other people would take care of the people who were in need and provide food and, help the community. And that's what the deacons were. And the deacons help facilitate stuff at churches now, in the Anglican church specifically. And then priests do more of like the preaching, although deacons can preach too. I think priests, like there's a whole lot of distinctions, but the priests serve the bread, or they call it the host, and deacons can serve the wine. I mean, when we were in Jerusalem, it depends on the church how far they go with the interpretation there. Because when we were in Jerusalem, Eric and I regularly served communion, not the bread, not the wafer, but we didn't use wafers, we used matzah, but we didn't serve that part, but we served the wine, and lay people served the wine regularly at our church in Jerusalem, which I thought was really cool. So anyway, all that to say, James, we don't have a location like in the States where he wants to preach, or he wants to not preach but pastor, but we'd love to go back to Israel if that door opens up, and I'm praying, kind of saying when that door opens up. Let's see. I'm just scrolling back over the questions, y'all. The title, Lovely Bliss. You're going to have to watch this after this is done, after I'm done recording, because I was so irritated, and I really did rant for like a good 15 minutes, maybe 20, about my Captain Crunch. And it wasn't just regular Captain Crunch. It was Crunch Berries. See, I'm starting up again, y'all. Let me go on. When is your next teaching series? Waiting for the next one. I've been thinking about it lately. I've been trying to think about what I want to talk about next. I'm still regularly getting heat for the last one, but people be watching my videos, so I ain't mad, because I'm like, you can be upset with me, but you're giving me views. Did you realize that? Maybe I shouldn't have said it on here, because now people might be like, don't watch that video. James says it was a really good rant about my Captain Crunch. I keep wanting to say Fruity Pebbles about my Captain Crunch. I keep wanting to say Fruity Pebbles because those are my two junk cereals that I will buy like every now and then and just splurge. Let's see. So yeah, I don't know. My girls, tell me a name to call you again. I'm sorry, I forgot. And unless you want me to keep calling you my girls, I can do that too. But if you want me to call you by your name, let me know. But yeah, I don't have a subject in mind yet specifically. I have things knocking around. Eric and I, we realized that we never did a how we met video, and we never did a like one of those, like our first date, any of that stuff. So we've talked about doing that. That's definitely not teaching. That's just like a husband-wife kind of fun thing. But the teaching series kind of start, and they have to bubble up inside, and they percolate for a while, and then they start to like ache, and then I have to get it out, and then I do it. Does that make sense? That's how that happens with me, those teaching videos. So hopefully there'll be one soon. When or will you continue to homeschool your kids until they graduate? I don't know. I might. We're very open to the possibility. We're really flexible about it. And for what the season requires. Josh starts 9th grade next year, so that's high school level. And it requires definitely a lot more documentation because you have to have everything in high school documented for college preparation. So I'm still not sure yet. Right now, we're going with it, but we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. Hi. James said it was a really good rant. Yolanda is fine. Okay, I was like, who's Yolanda? Then I realized who said it. So my girls are saying I can call you Yolanda. Okay. Cool. So I got a name, Yolanda. So I'm talking for 5 more minutes. No. 10 more minutes. Maybe 5. I need to consider. Hi, is it Sabria? Happy holidays. Thank you. This is my Ruby Woo. I love it. Y'all, if y'all saw my tube of Ruby Woo, it is so beat down. It's like, it's broken in the tube. And I was like, I ain't finna get rid of this. You know how much this lipstick costs? Thank you, lovely Bliss. She says the lipstick is perfect with the whole outfit. Thank you. I thought so too. I was like, I'm gonna wear that red sweater and my Ruby Woo. Here it is. First of all, y'all see it all over. Like I wiped it off with a napkin today. Is it focusing? Trying to get it to focus. It won't focus, but you can see lipstick on the tube. And look at that. Can you see that? And then when I twist, it won't rise up. Like the tube rises instead of the lipstick rising. And I literally have to turn this upside down, shake it out onto a napkin, then hold it in the napkin, like pinched between the napkin and rub it on my lips. Then I have to use a makeup remover to clean it off. I should use a Q-tip, huh? This Ruby Woo is so, like, it stains. It gets on everything. So you have to be really careful with it. Let's see. You're wearing Ruby Woo today too? Yes, honey. This is the junk. I love it. They're going to have to pry it from my cold hard fingers upon my death. That's how I feel about it. I love it. It is one of my favorite colors. I love it. I just think it's like so festive and bright. Kiki's laughing. That's what who just said that? That's what Tiffany said. They're gonna have to they're gonna have to pry it from her cold hard fingers upon her death. It's a beautiful color and I love it on my skin. And y'all, I have to tell you the truth, Eric is not super excited about it. He likes this one better, which is also almost gone. Look at that. It's Christmas time. It's time for some more lipsticks. This is Instigator, and it's purple. It's like it might look brown, but it's purple. One of my good friends just told me that I need to look at Sin. She said Sin, because I told her I wanted a burgundy, and she was like, Sin is good. Get that one. So I'm going to look at it. I'm going to check it out. But yeah, here's my Ruby Woo. I don't know why I have all these in my purse. You know why? Because I wear Instigator pretty regularly. That has been my default lipstick for the past, well, since I bought it. So, like the past, I don't know, handful of months. But I had been wearing Media prior to that. Media was my go-to. And I think I'm going to get Media instead of Instigator next time. And maybe Sin. But obviously I'm low on everything because I'm like, I need another Ruby Woo. I also like this. You can see I wear it with another color often. So it's got Instigator on it. This is, why am I tripping? Like, I can't see this. I need to get my glasses replaced. Let me see. What is this color called? I can't read it. Maybe I'll be able to see it better on it. No. Oh my goodness. I don't know. But it's a satin and it's pink and I like it. And I'll use it with chestnut liner, and it's really pretty. But I kind of looked the other day and was like, I kind of got myself a little matte collection going here. Didn't think that would happen, but Eric likes, when I go there to get something, he likes to be like, you want to try this? You want to get this? And I'm like, yeah, I'll get that. Yeah, you want to buy that from me? Yeah, I'll get that. I'm not going to argue. If the man wants to buy you makeup, who's going to fight? No, buy me that makeup. But yeah, I love Ruby Woo. I think it's so pretty. And this is super muted. Like you can see it's not really heavy on my lips anymore. And the liner is still, the liner is like still there heavily, and the lipstick isn't as heavy anymore. But just a little bit of that. I love it. I really do. Let's see. Thank you, Sabria. You said Ruby Woo looks good on me. You used the Midnight Moth lip pencil. Cooling Winds. What color is Cooling Winds? Look. Tiffany, what color is that? I don't know what that looks like. Ruby Woo looks good on me. Oh, I already read that one. I'm reading it again. Let's see. My girl, Yolanda. Yolanda says, when a lipstick gets like that, my mother would take a bobby pin and dig it out. I know. But this actually comes out of the tube, because I probably, no lie, would probably use a toothpick and get in there after it. Because this MAC makeup is not inexpensive. James says, oh, fan mail. Ha ha ha. We can send you some new stuff. Y'all don't need to send me stuff, but thank you. Ruby Woo is a beautiful color. You are right. You are right, Lisa. I just think it's so pretty, and it's like pop. If you haven't looked at my Instagram, Tanya L. Rogers, go and look. My pictures from this weekend when it was on like in full effect, because I went in the bathroom at this place we were at and put some on, and then came out and was like, and so I took some pictures. Okay, Tiffany says, okay, 5 more minutes, guys. 4 more minutes. I'm going to get off after 40 at the 45-minute mark. So Tiffany says, try Hang Up by MAC. We have similar skin tones and I love it. It's cooler along the lines of a purple burgundy. Hang Up? Okay. I'm going to have to write that down. Let me grab my pencil right now. I'm going to write it on here. Hang Up. Done. Thank you. I will try that. Because I do want a matte, but I want a matte burgundy. Is it matte? I don't want a shiny, like a satin. I want a matte. Okay, and you said that the one Moonlight, what is it called? Let me look back up here. Can't remember the name of the pencil. Oh, wait. Night Moth. It was something with night. Night Moth, you said, is it goes well with Ruby Woo. It's a dark liner. Okay, let me write that down too. Night Moth. I don't know if my family has gotten me Christmas presents from MAC, but I'm not upset if they have. And if not, we often end up like strolling through that part of the mall, going past Dillard's and or going through Dillard's, and I might be like, let's go by the makeup counter. I might stroll in there or something or other. Since you had to stop and write, that's an extra 10 minutes. My bad. It's a cream. Oh, it's a cream? Okay. But you can mattify a cream, right? Can you? I don't know this makeup stuff, y'all. I'm just learning. But I'd like to try it. If it's a pretty color, I'll at least give it a try. I like to try on stuff at the counter there. Okay, y'all, my hunger's coming back. I have the last of this candy cane here to finish. But what am I gonna... Sephora, James says. You know what? Sephora kind of stresses me out. And Ulta, too. You know why? Because I don't feel like I know anything when I go in those stores. I really don't know much anyway. So I go in there and I'm like... stuff everywhere. And I have no idea what to pick, what to look for. And I feel like the people who work there are looking at me like, are you really going to buy some makeup? Or are you just in here looking and testing stuff out, looking for samples? Like, I don't know what to do when I'm in there. I like what I see, but I don't know what to look for. And plus, it's expensive. It is expensive. You said your kids always, your sister always has to stop in the mall. Yes. And that's another thing. My family, when we pass there and I'm like, oh, Sephora, they're all like, oh. And none of them want to walk in the store. They get irritable about it. They literally wait outside the door. So I'm like on the clock when I go in there. Kiki, you said the employees are usually pretty helpful. I believe that, but I feel like I don't know what I want anyway. Like, there's so many different types of products that when I go in there, I'm just window shopping. And if I might be inclined to end up buying something at just a place that's just a straight makeup counter, like at MAC, I can probably be talked into something. I don't know, but because it's only makeup, you know, it's not as hard for me to see, oh, okay, I like these eyeshadows, or oh, okay, these lipsticks. But there's so much of everything at Sephora that I'm just like, I don't know what I want to look at. And I don't know, like, even what I've heard all these brands from these different people on YouTube talking about this brand and that brand and this brand and that brand. Like Bobbi Brown, for instance, I think is one I hear people talk about a lot. But then I get in there and I'm like, what from Bobbi Brown? And what do I do with it? And it totally, I get confused and overwhelmed in there. Then think Captain Crunch when you eat that candy cane. That's what I'm gonna do. Those last few bites are gonna be the crunch berries. Hi, girlfriend. Almost missed you. Here you are. Hi, Diane. You almost missed me, but I'm here. Now I'm thinking I need to give them a little more time. Blot, apply, repeat, and dab a colorless powder lightly over it. Oh, that's how I can mattify it? Okay. Blot, apply. So like this. Oops, sorry. So like apply like this. And then repeat again. And then dab a colorless powder. I don't think I have a colorless powder because I'm not deep into makeup like that. Like that banana powder and stuff like that. I'm like, what y'all doing? Why are you using that? I guess it sets stuff, but I don't use enough stuff to set. so I don't use it. My sister goes because she has really sensitive skin. I have seen her drop $300 on a couple of things in there. OMG crazy. Yeah. That will not happen. My husband would be like, have you lost your entire mind? It won't happen. That's funny. Lisa's laughing at James. I rock a matte look occasionally, but I tend to prefer a dewy look. Okay. I look dewy just because I'm greasy. So I want my lip to look a little bit more matte. James says, yeah, crazy. You should see her grocery bill for a week for 3 people. Some people can and some can't. You right. We can't. Oh, my tummy hungry, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to eat now. I want something. I want something. I want something. What do I want? We're so blessed. The fact that I'm sitting here going through in my mind all the food that's in my refrigerator, like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want, no, I don't want that. Means that I am spoiled for choices. It's really, really a blessing to have that much food that I mean, just in our society, we have the option to just like decide we don't want something, we want to eat something else. So I need to have my attitude in the right place. Yeah. Tiffany's like, I know, right? Yeah, seriously. I need to just go in there and eat some food. And Eric made this amazing roast jaw, and I know I need to eat on it some more. Hummus. We do have some in there. We have some sabra hummus. I can't say hummus, but hummus. We have some, but I'm not feeling it right now. I don't want any. Yeah. Tiffany said, not Tiffany. Yolanda says, right, Tanya? Blessed. Some fudge. America is blessed so much. We are. I can't eat fudge though. I need some real food. Is banana nut bread by any chance? Is it banana nut bread? No. But Eric made some Swedish rye bread, and I've been eating that stuff left and right. And I might just go in there and eat that, which is in no way a nutritious dinner. But I think I'm going to slice up about 5, 6 slices. Put some bread on it. Some butter on it, and eat that. That might be what he would fuss at me, y'all. If he found out that's what I ate for dinner, he would fuss at me. Because it's bread. Just bread. But it's so good. It's so good. He needs to get us in the kitchen with him again. I have a confession to make. I still haven't edited his banana bread video. I should do that this week, shouldn't I? My recipe was sure easy to follow, Miss Tanya. Which recipe? Am I confused? The one I didn't edit? When I was little, my parents taught me to eat what was in front of me because of starving children in insert name of country and famine. But I have never found it necessary to use that skill. I should just be willing to eat whatever. And generally I am. I'm actually not really a picky eater. But for some reason right now I got, because I have my mind set for that Captain Crunch. Oh, Yolanda's getting on me about that video. I haven't edited. You're right, Yolanda. That rebuke is well placed. I need to go on ahead and edit that video. I need to do it. Y'all like my scarf? I'm changing this over there. You like my scarf from Shaban's? I miss Shaban. It's silver on this side, like silvery, and then gray. No, never mind. It's silvery on both sides. Hi, happy holidays. Hi, Richard Flores. Welcome. Yes, Lisa says we are blessed here in the USA. We really are. And I have gone over my 45 minutes and I'm just talking. So I'm extending it again and I'm going to go to an hour, but then I'm going to really stop. I really am. I think I'm playing, but I'm going to stop. You need banana bread in your life. And yes, you love my scarf. I am going to give y'all that recipe. I came up to that point in the footage now, in my old footage. And then I skipped it and edited Joshua's birthday. And that will be going up tomorrow, but I'm going to do it. I'm so glad it's getting chilly here. I love wearing cold weather clothing. Where are you, if you don't mind me asking? I forgot. I'm sorry. That I'm not as good as keeping up with locations as I am with names. Oh, I'm looking away. I'm getting distracted because, y'all, I'm really trying to think, what am I going to eat? LA. It's getting chilly in LA. I guess it's reasonable, huh? It doesn't stay hot there. That makes sense. Y'all remember the song? It never rains in Southern California. You're a Valley girl. Okay. Nice. I know you're not in Southern California. I just remember that song. Again, Lisa, you bust out laughing. You bust out laughing because she said it's hot, it's getting cool. I went way back. I did go way back. Yolanda, I went way back. You said it gets 50 degrees and you start freaking out. Yeah, 50 is, yeah, I'm the same way. I don't like feeling cold. Ricky Flores says it was snowing here in Brooklyn 2 days ago. Yes, first of all, you're from Brooklyn or you're in Brooklyn. So yes, Richard, I called you Ricky and I'm sorry. Richard Flores, yes. Where are you at in Brooklyn, Richard? I miss my New York snows. It'd be messy and dirty and nasty after a day though. But when the snow is falling in the city, it's so beautiful. Oh Lord, hope you're safe with all the fires. Yes, for our California folks, definitely. Lisa, I'm in New York City. It's been brick out here. The Boogie Down Bronx is the place. You know what? I'm going to love you anyway, but I'm definitely a Brooklyn girl. What's brick? Explain, because I'm trying to follow that. Please explain. I'm assuming it has to do with cold. Look, New York gets cold. When I hear people complaining about cold, sometimes I'm like, y'all don't know cold. Cold is being in a city where there's stone and brick everywhere. But listen, Jerusalem, oh, it's cold as a brick. Jerusalem gets so cold. 20 degrees. See? That's the kind of cold that I'm complaining already when it's in the 50s. But when it gets in the 20s, it's only gotten to the 30s here. And I'm like, help it, Jesus. Lisa says, wind blowing 40 miles per hour, snow and ice. Oh, no, girl, 20, I can't. That's what Tiffany said. Yeah, I don't like cold like that. And I grew up in Brooklyn. I know cold. I just don't like it. But here's the thing. New Yorkers wear clothes that are appropriate for the cold because you have to be out walking in it. So there's long coats down to your ankles and they're insulated very well. You have a hat, glove, scarf. You ready for that kind of cold. But here, you don't go out in that. James said, oh no, 20, that is a nope. But it's cold where you are, James. It gets ridiculously cold in Oklahoma. But I find that they don't sell outerwear to deal with it because people drive around in cars and stuff. Yolanda says, I love it here in Indy. I miss the snow and ice. I don't think we'll have a white Christmas. You don't? So Babe and Gabe are in Indiana, in Indianapolis, and they get snow several times a year. Don't y'all get snow? I've seen them vlog snow. Like, so Gabe and Babe said it. It must be true, right? Hi, I just saw that you were on. Oh, hey, Vicky. I'm about to get off in 7 minutes, 6 minutes now. But yes, we've been on for a little bit. So make sure you go watch it from the beginning. It's funny. I was ranting. I'm okay now, but I was ranting. My godson is coming to visit from Florida. I told him, don't play. Bring the coat, bring the down coat, boots, hat. Yes, you need a down coat. You're from Canarsie. but original from Spanish Harlem. Okay, okay, Richard. So you're in Canarsie now. That is a part of Brooklyn I never really went to. I pretty much spent all my days in Flatbush and up and down Nostrand or Flatbush Avenue. And then sometimes out on Ocean Avenue. If you're from New York, if you're from Brooklyn, you know what I'm talking about. But all my schooling was like up and down Flatbush, up and down Nostrand, Brooklyn Avenue, New York Avenue, but going toward Crown Heights, not the other end. James, 50 degrees is spring weather here. Yeah. Vicky says she'll watch later. Please do. You'll enjoy it. We're in the 40s and 50s this week. That's Yolanda. Is that in LA, right? Am I getting y'all turned or am I getting y'all mixed up? I don't like being cold, y'all. I think snow is fun, but I don't like being cold. When we were in Iowa for 5 months. Oh, yeah, Indy. I'm sorry. That's right. When we were in Iowa, those 5 months, when Eric was looking for work, or when we were trying to figure out where the ordination process was going to happen, I was like, the devil is a lie. It is -6 right now. What is happening? Why is it cold like this? And everybody's car stays this ashy gray color. It doesn't matter what color your car is, it's ashy gray for like the entire winter because the salt from the roads kind of splashes up and gets on your car. And I was just like, I'm cold. It's gray outside and I'm miserable emotionally. And then when the sun did come out, it would get like in the negative degrees because it was when the cloud coverage is gone, it removes that layer of insulation. And so even though, with the cloud layer, the sun's rays are being trapped. And so even though it's like 20, it's still warmer. When the sun was gone, when the clouds were gone, I'd be like, bruh, it's so cold in this place right now. Why do people live in the middle of this country? So coming to Texas, I was loving it. And my kids are like, but I miss the cold in Iowa. And I'm like, probably so. Probably so. James says it gets cold here, but we just stay inside all winter. Joking. Went to Maine during winter once. I had like 5 layers on. No joke. I just feel like, for me, Oklahoma was probably the most miserable winter for me in the States. Because it's ices like it's not snow, it's like icy. Iowa was cold and snowy, but it wasn't as miserable as Oklahoma. I don't know. Does that make sense? Jerusalem is on a whole other level. The misery from the cold in Jerusalem is like, I'm having a flashback. It's like bone chilling cold. It's a different kind of cold. And it doesn't get down into the negatives in Jerusalem. It gets into the coldest I think I dealt with was Fahrenheit teens, maybe 20s. But y'all, it's so humid there that the cold, and then everything is made of stone. It's not like this. Sorry, neighbor. It's like stone. And you don't have central heat and air. You have space heaters or mazgans that are up on the wall that don't convert air well below 32 degrees Celsius. I mean, Fahrenheit, not Celsius. So you're like, it's freezing! And you just be cold and have to plug in a little space heater. Hi, Hadass. I'm good. I just have to say, I love coming in here. If I don't check in next week, I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, Tiffany. Yep, Tiffany. Hi, Joni. Hope I'm not too late joining. You're not. You're here, but I'm about to get off. But you're here now, and that's what counts. Make sure you go back and watch so you can see my rant about my fruity... I keep saying Fruity Pebbles, about my Captain Crunch. You love the spring and summertime, Richard? I like spring and summertime in New York. I like springtime in New York. I'm about to go way back. Hot time, summer in the city. Back of my neck, feeling dirty and gritty. Okay, that's before my time, but I remember that song because my mom was an oldies listener. And there's something about summertime in the city. If you don't know, now you know. There's something different about summertime in New York, turning on the fire hydrants and running around. I don't know if you can still do that, but that's what we did when I was a kid. Running around to get your little splish and splash action going. Summertime in the city is just, it's just special. It's hot as the devil because the heat is trapped. But it's fun. I enjoyed it. I love all 4 seasons, but winter is ridiculous because it doesn't want to go away from November to April. Why are we having snow on Easter Sunday? I hear that. I agree, Lisa. That's just, I remember my grandma dressing me up in the cutest stuff with little like mufflers in Queens because it was cold. Merry Christmas, come Jesus. Thank you. Bye. Bye, Tiffany. Gotta go get my puppy from doggy daycare. Bye, Lisa, Tanya, James, Kiki, Yolanda, and the rest of and the rest of Tanya's family. Oh, yay! James says, "Oh yes, ice. We get more ice than snow, but I live in a nice area now, and the power lines are underground, so no power outages anymore. Because seriously, Oklahoma, right? In Tulsa, like everything would just get covered in this layer of ice, which is beautiful, except when the power goes out, and you're like, I feel like Oklahoma's tornadoes in the summer, ice storms in the winter. Why? Why? Now that I'm retired, I live for the cold weather here in Kansas City. Do you, Diane? I don't like cold, man. James, are you saying bye? Or you were telling Tiffany bye? Richard, tell Eric I love to eat my pizza, LOL. What is your favorite food to eat? Oh, you done started another conversation and I'm at my hour limit now. I love to eat a whole lot of different foods, so I can't pick one. But when we're talking about New York food, pretty much anything that's inspired by a specific ethnicity, because it's going to be delicious. So Caribbean food in Brooklyn is all over the place and very delicious, but it was best at my neighbor's house. New York pizza, New York hot dogs, and knishes. Eric did talk trash about New York pizza. He prefers Chicago pizza, and I'm like, no, sir. Joni says, okay, I'm wrapping it up, y'all. Joni says, don't like the cold, love the snow. That's me. If it'll snow, I'm going to tolerate the cold. But if it's not going to snow, it should go away and be above 60. Bye, cooling winds. Okay, that's what James saying. And fires in the west. Yep. Captain Crunch, Lisa. And dust storms. Exactly. Right. Texas is pretty chill. I like the weather here. It does get hot. It gets hot, but I don't mind the heat. I love the cold. You can put on enough to stay warm, but you can't take off to stay cool. Listen, I don't need to take nothing off to stay cool. I got on a tank top and shorts, and I'm good. I'm good. But I don't want to layer up in my own house. Like, I got a blanket on and a scarf, and it's not particularly cold in here. It's not, but I'm more prone to being cold than hot. So, I don't like layering up. Give me free. Like, I don't want to layer up. New York pizza. See, here's the thing, y'all. I get in the groove of the conversation and then I don't want to get off. And my numbers kick up after like an hour. And now that I've said I'm going to talk for an hour, then I'm going to get off. People are coming. You're in Austin. That is the best weather ever. I love it here. I really love the weather here. The people are super cool. Water keeps you cool when it's hot. That's what I'm saying. Drink some water. Get in the pool. Here it does get into the upper 90s. It got into the low hundreds a few times this summer and last summer. So yeah, I love the layers for cuteness, but I don't want to be looking like the Michelin Man, you know, when I'm out and about. I just don't like being cold, and I have to layer. Like I have to put on leggings and jeans. Once it goes below 50, leggings and jeans in order for me to stay warm. The heat in my house goes off at 10 p.m. and only comes on to heat water or keep pots from freezing, so it layers all night. My goodness, in the Bronx? Woo! I could not even. In Texas, I'm like, it's gonna turn it back up to 74. I couldn't do it. Eric would like that. He would probably like it. Yeah, because he might even like to have the windows open at night. And I'm like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Let's see. Not when you sweat it right out. What you talking about? Water keeps you cool, not when you sweat it right out. Is that what you meant? I just got here. Hey, Reiki, we're just about to get off. I'm sorry, but go back and watch. You'll get to see with us a little bit what we were doing. And you're here now, so hi, welcome. Lisa says oh, you're laughing at me saying the Michelin Man. You know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go in there and find some food because that's my other central focus, being warm and having food. When you pay your own fuel, oil, everybody should be in bed by 11. My father's perspective, and he programmed the thermostat. I do understand that. I remember having a massive boiler in Brooklyn, and that radiator hissing. We don't have to pay for fuel, so that definitely would make a difference. I understand. I can appreciate that. We pay an electric bill, but it's not the same as having to pay for the tank. OMG girl, Lisa, come to my house, always warm and plenty of food. I'm so happy to catch this live. I missed the last 9. Oh, thanks, my girls. Yes, y'all. Nobody gave me suggestions for food besides Captain Crunch, which is cruel because I can't eat any of that. And it's 10 o'clock, so I'm not going to be super extra and go to the grocery store now. I'm just going to eat what's in there. But I think my mind is set on cereal, which isn't fabulous. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have some frosted mini wheat, some shredded wheat, and a cheese stick. So I can say I had protein in my body be okay. And I'm going to have some shredded wheat because I want cereals. That's what I want. James said fudge. You did say fudge. We don't have fudge in here. Grandma sent us homemade peanut butter fudge, but it is gone. So I need dinner food. Thank y'all for keeping me company and helping me through my rant. Eric was not being in any way sympathetic, and I needed him to not be, I guess. But y'all were sympathetic, so thank you. So I got a good balance of, oh, Tanya, and of, you need to get over it because that's not how we do. So somebody said that's what I had, cereal with chicken nuggets. Didn't know what else I wanted. Hi, Cherry Straker. I'm sorry you are late. I'm actually just about to get off now, but thank you for tuning in. You might think I'm strange, but I love to barbecue in the winter. I bet there's something about that. That's a nice feeling, huh? I bet there is. I'm going to take y'all with me while I get this plate. Bowl. Lord, what's going on here? Oh, y'all just saw Eric's chair pile there. Don't tell him I showed you that. Hi, Kenya. Night all. Enjoying our Atlanta weather in the 40s and rainy. Veggie burgers and fries here. Yum. My family is stranded in Atlanta right now, y'all, because, the airport had a blackout and they're still in the dark. So none of them can get out. They're all there for a convention that ended. The convention I've shown y'all sometimes in Atlanta in December. So they're there for that, and they're supposed to fly out today and got stuck. Merry Christmas to everyone. Good night, Haddad. Happy holidays to you. If you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. If you don't, then not. Rice and beans with lemon for lunch. That sounds good, Richard. Bye, James. Okay. Got my bowl. Y'all, look. Y'all be proud of me. Got my bowl, got my cereal. Here's the bread I was talking about that Eric made. I'm about to get me this cereal right here. And I'm going to eat a cheese stick. And I'm going to do what I need to do to have a semi-nutritious dinner. Oh, ain't no cheese sticks, man. Oh, here we go. Okay. My Brooklyn Caribbean kicked in there for a minute. Here we go. So I'm going to have a cheese stick and some cereal. And I'm going to let y'all go. Thanks for being with me, guys. I always appreciate when you come and join me. It makes me feel happy. Ooh. This was almost another rant. Take care, Tanya. Thank you. Love you. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. How many you want to say bye?
Bye.
They empathized with me about the cereal. Good night, Joni. Hey. Ooh, what? Good night. Merry Christmas. Lisa says bye, Eric. LOL. Much love. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you. Have a great week. Expect a video tomorrow and a live stream next Sunday. Okay. Talk to you guys later. Bye. It's not going to freeze like that, you silly. Bye, guys. I will enjoy it. Thank you. Bye, Kalani, Tanya says. Bye.